your moniker rather, Jaylon Musa, richest man to walk on earth, the richest man.
Mansa.
Why was that part of your name?
You know, it's funny. The name was inspired by him, but when I made the name, I wasn't as knowledgeable about Mansa Musa, but I always heard that. I always heard the name Mansa Musa. It literally was, when I was making the name, it was like I was trying to rush to a name, and I was spending like weeks trying to find the name. And I was like, all right, bro, you're done with the names. Either it's gonna be your name or you gonna let a name happen organically. So I had some of the nastiest names ever, like trying to get to this name or whatever. And I was like, just one day thinking probably like, y'all want a name that's attached to like an ancestor that'll like make people curious about the said person or whatever. So that literally is what gave birth to putting the Musa on the back of it. It's just like black excellence, black power, in that way to where when people go look up this person, they'll see themselves, but they'll see themselves in a way that's inspirational to some aspect. So that was literally why I did that.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, you would probably hope that, you know, people look up the name, where Musa come from, what's the etymology to it, right, the history behind it, and everything like that. And that's actually a good point too, because yeah, you bring it up, you see the name, there is going to be a certain point, level of curiosity that comes with it.
Right, which is why you asking me now, and now I'm able to continue to tell people about Mansa Musa.
Yeah, you won't know the story unless you don't ask no questions.
For sure.
Now let's get into the music.
Let's do it.
You got the, you know, as far as, you know, the church upbringing, there is a heavy influence of gospel in the music, especially starting off with the Birth EP. And I listened to it, and it reminded me of how Kanye would have all his gospel influences or his gospel samples in his music from the beginning. Even like when he was producing for Rockefeller, you know, for Beanie Siegel, you know, for the early days with Jay-Z and everything like that. But I feel like it had like a lo-fi feel to it. What went into your mental process as far as the sound for the Birth EP?
I think back then it was just the kind of music that I enjoyed, like rapping on. We was just starting then, so definitely had our Kanye influences. But it was really like Jay, my favorite rapper. So a lot of the music, like Jay, Kanye, a lot of that East Coast Just Blaze, a lot of that is what I like to hear myself like rapping on back then for sure. Like, and it was straight. We trying to be lyrical. Hooks don't got to be extravagant. You can just say your hooks and get back to the bars. That was the mindset that we had back then. My friend Jermaine, who was my engineer, and he made beats. That was literally the plan. I actually flew home and recorded that in a weekend, and then flew back. That's how we did that one.
That's what I'm about to say. Wait, how long did it take overall? Just
2.5 days. I flew in Friday and we got it done over the weekend. I flew back Sunday.
Do you feel like, especially with that quick of a process, did you look back at it and feel like, because there's only 7 songs on the EP, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you could have added a few more for going through a process that quick?
Probably, but the music for the most part was already done in my mind. Okay. There were certain things that wasn't done that I was writing while I was on the plane, and I came up with maybe like a hook and like half a verse while I was actually there. But for the most part, when I show up, the music already ready to go. Come up in that time with studio time costing a certain amount, my verses is already learned for the most part. As far as my tonality, it's gonna be, for the engineer, it's gonna be pretty consistent. To where my voice not breaking or nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So I'm going down there. I'm already like I come up with him as well, Jermaine. So we'll come up in this world, my music world, like to where we had so much chemistry that we could get that done that quick. That wouldn't have been able to happen, I don't think, with just any engineer. He already knew kind of how I work. He know, and I knew how he worked as well.
Yeah, because I remember in another interview you mentioned, as far as with the Birth EP, you were saying that getting ready for it, you kept in mind that you wanted to speak into the music, you wanted to talk godly.
For sure. Heavy God work back then.
along with that, you were saying that also getting ready to put the project out, that you kept in mind that there's a difference between knowing God and feeling God. What do you mean by that?
Just even thinking about me back then, I was so heavy into like racial pride and black God that I think you can know and feel God. So if you know God, I mean, then you feel God. But I think back then it was really about the mindset of seeing yourself in the same image and just trying to spew that out, trying to scream that as loud as possible. When it came to my music, when it came to my vernacular, I'm fresh into this hip hop thing, and I'm like, I'm on that type of time. Like, and also the with trying to influence people to see themselves as such. There's a lot going on during those times as well, you know what I'm saying, racially. So it really was just unity and just black confidence. It's really the type of time I was on back then. A lot of we was moving around a lot. I just got to Cali, was bouncing around in Airbnbs a lot, so wasn't really feeling grounded, you know what I'm saying? But definitely just black confidence, and you know.
Do you feel like your mentality has changed with that a little bit? You know, like has it changed in any way? Because what the Birth EP came out in 2018.
Yeah.
The main single off the Birth EP was "Forget About You."
Mm-hmm.
Now there was a video for it too.
Yeah.
Why was that the main song that stuck out for the project?
It was the main song that was getting the most plays. to be that simple, like that song is with the song that one of the songs that people would reference a lot. And also I love the song as well. I figured it would do that in some capacity with my listeners or whatever. So just that's literally it. Love the song, and then also the people followed as far as compared to my other songs. I'm like, we need to shoot this.